What's up, guys? It's your boy.
Don't start me off again. Fucking hell, I've just recovered. Hello and welcome back to Golf, Goals and Grapplers with me, Christian. We've got Chris and Adam as usual.
I've got a question for you.
Wait there.
All right.
Episode 3,
Yes,
boys.
He has the same intro every time he does the
He's
intro.
so
doesn't he?
fucking
Who, me?
serious, isn't he?
It's dead formal,
so
like you're about to
fucking
do some
bland.
sort of presentation on
Have you not heard the
educational
Crouch
change.
podcast? That's how they always do it. They introduce themselves, their names, and then they go into some chat and shit.
I've got
Chris,
a question
nice
for
to
you.
meet you. 5'7",
Fuck off.
11 inches.
5'7"?
11 inches
What,
wide.
11 inches too big on your 5'7"?
Around.
Hi, my name's Adam. 6'2".
6'2"?
Yeah.
You're not 6'2", mate.
No, I'm 6'2".
Yeah, I am.
Nah, mate.
Just because you're 6'2", I can't be 6'2".
No, I've already dipped it.
I am 6'2". Anyway, I've got a question for you.
Go on then.
How did it feel losing your Royal Rumble virginity?
Bang average.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've had better experiences.
I bet you will.
But no, I actually quite enjoyed it. I quite enjoyed it as a format. I got quite into it.
I bet you've heard that before.
Yeah, loads of times.
Good. So episode 3 of series 2.
So-
What's the plan?
Before we start with this, boys,
Fucking hell, here
Oh,
we go.
no.
Jesus Christ.
I've got a bag of tricks, right?
You ball bag of tricks.
And I think you'll quite enjoy this.
I don't think we will.
I won't enjoy your bag of anything.
So, let me delve into this first. Stop looking at the bag.
I mean, all right, Jimmy Savile. Like, what you got in
I
there?
feel like you're going to anally probe me.
There's one thing I want to pull out first.
Oh, God.
Before you open the bag.
Can't show that on
Where is
camera.
it?
No,
I got us a mascot.
Oh, we got a mascot
Got
for the pod.
Pod mascot.
Oh, I love it. What is it?
JLS.
What is it?
It's very own Chris Benoit.
As if you've got Chris Benoit. That is absolutely
That is
class.
class.
This is from my box of wrestlers from when I was.
That is...
So we've got our very own. Oh, dropped it. Chris Benoit.
Don't drop him, mate. He'll fucking
That is
fume.
class.
That is class that we've got a Chris
There's just,
Benoit mascot.
there's just one
Official mascot.
There's just one problem.
What's that?
It's got a head.
Can be arranged.
I mean, that is absolutely class that you've
That is-
got Chris Benoit.
That is brilliant.
And what I've also got with that is an array of belts.
That's class. Why the fuck did I buy that other one then if you've
All
already
different
got some?
ones.
This is how big that belt is that you're just going to unwrap for you.
So you might want to pass these around. For me, that's my most favourite.
Would that fit you?
That's a WCW title.
Would that
W.
fit you?
Intercontinental belt.
What else we got here?
Intercontinental belt.
That looks like a tag team one.
This is
Oh no, that's a hardcore one.
yeah, hardcore. This is some sort of what's that one with the blue one?
That's the old winged eagle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And this one is
hardcore. That's a good
tag
one.
team.
Hardcore.
Tag team belt. You
Tag
can
team.
recognise by the squareness of
Yeah.
that. That's a tag
How
team
class
belt.
is that one? Though?
hardcore title.
Yeah,
That's
that is class.
WCW one.
That's
WCW
class.
title, yeah.
So I bought an array of belts
Yeah,
as well.
nice.
So yeah, I went to Mum's house at the weekend and
Yeah.
dragged a few old things down there. My dad still had a box of wrestlers for me, and in there was all sorts of shit like TVs that you could put their heads through, and like tables, chairs,
Class.
loads of wrestlers. Like, I was going to bring them all, but I thought I'd just bring the mascot. And
I went to my mum's house at the weekend and couldn't find anything.
Just bring the main of it. Oh, fucking hell.
I was just lower the tone, don't
Move
you?
on,
Every
move
time.
on. Sorry.
Move on. Every time.
Right, move on. What else in your
Right.
bag?
Oh, there's more. Fuck's
There's
sake.
more.
Christ. Is this JLS? If it's JLS, I'm going home.
So,
No.
Austin Powers.
Oh.
We talked about all this in the pod, so I'm bringing it to life for you.
I
boys.
like
If you haven't
This
seen,
is an example of the Austin Powers stuff.
Shit.
if you
Yeah.
haven't seen, guys, No Rules.
Yeah.
Check out No Rules
Yeah,
in
this will all
season
become
1
apparent.
to hear these stories.
And what I'm doing is I'm giving Bullis props for the backdrop, really. So
I mean,
these could become part and parcel of the table.
I mean,
every time
don't get
we
me
do
wrong.
something.
I ain't keeping them here.
Well,
You
You
can
are.
take. I'm fucking not.
Carefully, mate. Draw and pin them to the wall.
Get a picture frame.
They're nils. With white heads.
And then
Oh, no. The
Oh,
main
fucking
event,
hell.
not the bus.
Is it?
Is it the JLS bus?
Oh no.
pass these round if you want.
I mean, I don't want to. Oh my god.
So I brought all 4 of the boys.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
Oh, he's dead. He's like Chris Benoit.
Here we go. There's
Oh
one
my
for everyone.
God.
One for everyone.
Why are they so fucking big? Why are they this big?
What? He's like lifelike for you, isn't it?
Yeah,
That is big.
yeah.
Who
They're,
the
these
fuck's
are
that
limited
meant to be?
edition.
Aston's been on holiday a long time there, hasn't he?
That boy's tanned. that boy is tan.
My boy Arishi.
Oh,
Arishi.
yeah, let me have a look.
Arishi. What is his name again?
I don't know.
Ritzy.
Well, it can't be your boy if you don't even know his name. It's Ortiz.
It's not Ortiz.
Ortiz.
Randy Ortiz in it.
Randy Ortiz. So yeah, so I was thinking, but
This guy looks fuck all like him.
you could
Oh,
have
is
these
this
up on the
Hitch
wall.
from Steps?
No,
That's Devon.
no, mate.
Get him on
No.
the wall like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what-
Do it.
Do you know what
Do
else?
it.
Do you know
Do
what
it.
else? Do you know what else? I could also not.
You
Yeah,
could,
yeah.
but then you'd be a boring bastard.
Yeah, like he hadn't got his mum to dig these out the loft for nothing, mate.
Yeah, fucking hell, come on. So yeah, so I
Absolutely
brought them.
class.
So yeah,
That's a great
Wow.
start to the pod.
It is.
Great
And
start to
also,
pod.
It is.
very creepy start to the pod as well.
it
Yeah.
is. But I always told you I was going to bring them at some point, and I just
Yeah.
eventually decided to bring them.
I
I
can't-
almost feel duty bound to pull out.
Oh,
I should always
Please-
pull out.
please
but
carry on.
Yeah, I should pull out all my fucking memorabilia, mate. All my wrestlers.
Do it.
do you know what? We should do that. I'll bring my box of wrestlers. You
And have
bring
a
one
run
yours.
for a rumble.
Yeah,
I
the
just,
greatest
I've
one of
got
all
one
time.
more thing as well.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Where does it go from here?
Oh no!
No.
This is why he's had his gilet on all night. He's
Been
got
waiting
his
for this moment.
Just
JLS
show
fucking
it
hoodie.
properly, straight out.
So,
You've got a JLS hoodie on.
yeah.
Oh my
So
god!
this is part of the box as well. Like,
Not only have we taken your Royal Rumble virginity, I feel like we've actually taken
How
your
does that
virginity.
still fit you now? You're old and fat.
because I was young and fat. I was like a barrel.
Because he bought it especially for the pod.
Yeah.
He
Absolutely.
bought it last
class.
week off eBay.
All right.
Yeah. It's all right, though, isn't it?
Yeah, spot on
Yeah,
that,
I mean-
mate. Yeah.
Fits
I mean-
nice. I can't just take this G. I'm absolutely fucking roasting.
I mean, you've been sat in it for the last 6 hours. Not surprised. Was it worth it though? It was definitely worth it, wasn't
Definitely worth it.
it? Yeah, 100%.
I think it's worth
Worth the it factor.
it. I like it, man. I might wear it more often. I didn't realise I had this, you know.
Oh,
yeah, bullshit.
It came with the rest of the stuff. I was like,
If
all right,
anyone,
fair
if
enough.
anyone knows Christian that is watching this and thinks that he's had this, he didn't realise that he had it, put your comments in there and let us know.
Who's your favourite then?
Do you know
I
what
don't
I
have
feel
one.
duty bound to do with anything like this is we have to check if they've got a dick and balls or whether it's smooth.
Have a look then.
That guy's tanned.
Have they ever come out the box?
I don't think they have.
That's immense, that.
I have one problem with this. Well, a number of problems
I'm not
with
sure they
this.
have because there's tape on that one, but
These,
they're a bit loose, so maybe.
these aren't
Yeah, I
out
think
the
they
box.
look like they have, to be fair.
Do you know what I think we need to do?
Go on.
I really think, when we're advertising this pod, we need to tag the guys out of JLS.
Yeah. Do you know what we should
When
do?
he's there, they'll definitely be watching.
No, but if you tag them in like Instagram and stuff, and just
Yeah,
show
yeah.
them, be like, look, JB, if that's your name.
Aston.
Come on the pod. I'd happily have you as a guest.
Do what? Do what? Don't do that on the pod. No, don't do that.
So we've
So
got
you're inviting JLS.
mascots now.
You're inviting JLS around to my house.
Yeah, to come and sit in the pod. Come to Hull. Great place.
Better than
So
fucking Scunthorpe.
Aston, I think obviously he's the pinnacle of JLS.
Is
so
he?
He's got to be the mascot as well. So
I thought Marvin was
we-
the actual big dog in JLS.
Can we not have him like standing? Chris,
Aston was, wasn't he?
Chris
Was he?
Benoit.
Yeah, of course he
I
was.
thought it was Marvin.
Chris
The
Benoit's
rest
all,
were just there, weren't
Chris Benoit's all right standing on
Chris
the table.
Benoit is
No, leave
immense.
Chris,
Yeah.
leave
Do you wanna
Chris
look at
Benoit.
Of all the wrestlers to be our mascot, that is
mean-
the best one.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel in danger if I hold him.
So right,
It's good to wear
yesterday I
dumbbells.
introduced Mason to
Brilliant.
wrestlers as well, and
Absolutely
the two
brilliant.
that he picked, the
Have you
two
got
that he's
more?
picked, I've got about
No, in
50.
there?
No, not in here.
Oh, right.
The two that he picked was Eddie Guerrero.
Nice.
Loved it. Went to bed with Eddie Guerrero
Yes.
last night.
Haven't we all?
I mean, that's necrophilia.
We've
And
all
the-
been.
And then he picked Sting.
Did
Great
it?
shout.
Yeah, that's a bit shit.
Great shout.
Nah,
Love Sting.
Sting. I have got one.
Vince-
I have got something else in it.
Fuck.
Oh my
Fucking
god,
hell.
it's like Mary Poppins.
I
You're gonna
know.
pull out a lampshade.
But this is nothing that we talked about. But I wanted to play a little game with you boys a bit later on.
I
as
want
well.
to play.
I had plenty
I want to play a game. What is it?
What the fuck
Oh,
is
they're
that?
football heads.
Football heads.
Head bubbles.
Bobble
Bubble
heads.
heads.
These are all Liverpool and England, and I wanted to see if you could tell who they were.
Oh, some of
Easy.
these are
Because they
shit.
look
Yeah.
shocking.
Yeah,
Easy.
There's a couple of legends in
Wow.
here as well, so I thought we could do a bit of a
Do you know
bit of a
what?
game on that.
It's taken you 15 episodes to.
I'm getting in the swing of it.
It's taken you 15 episodes to come to the party, but now you're actually here. You've actually made some form of impact.
Weirdly though, I kind of wanted to prove to you that this was a true thing.
Yeah,
That
yeah, I
wasn't
agree.
just saying it for the laughs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, saying it for kudos.
Yeah.
Saying it for
to
saying it
be
from
cool,
Howard.
I
Saying
actually
it from
got 'em.
Howard Kudos.
Also, there's like this doll or figure has got like a bit of like a crazy look in his eye. I wonder if he'll go on to a commit any sort of atrocities or anything.
I think he looks pretty sound, doesn't he?
Yeah. Also,
It looks like a
why
guy
is
who-
his hand
Massive.
twice the size of his head?
Wrestler's got big hands, mate.
It looks
Can't
like
see me.
it looks like a guy you trust.
Also, I'm really glad that our other mascot is John Cena.
Just fuck's sake. So for anyone, just John Cena next to him. I guess for the purpose of the pod, for anyone who's not watched it on YouTube, we just need to explain a little bit what we're doing. So I've actually brought the 4 JLS dolls. So please go to YouTube to look at them because they are absolutely amazing. I brought a little Austin Powers figure just to show that was actually a thing that I collected. Do you know what though?
Why has he got a wonky leg?
Because he's
a bit campy.
a bit weird, isn't he?
Oh right, okay.
You remember Fat Bastard from Austin Powers?
Yeah, it was Austin Powers. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a 9-inch figure of him.
What did you do with that? What have you ever done with a 9-inch figure?
It's too girthy, mate. It's too girthy.
All right.
He still works.
That's what
Pull
she
cord
said.
on the back. I looked the other day. He's going for like 60 quid on eBay, mate. He's fucking
What,
honestly, he's a collectible.
After it, or when you buy them brand new, or
After.
after you've used the 9
After
inches.
the 9
Oh,
inches.
right, yeah.
So you're
I always feel like, sorry, mate. I always feel like him explaining that figurine. I just have like a paramedic in my head knocking on the window, going, "No, don't even think about it."
all I had was my 9 inches got a cord on it.
Does Austin Powers talk?
So
Thankfully, no.
it used to, yeah. So it had a little button there to talk, but the batteries are dead.
Right.
But I've got other ones that do talk still.
I'm all right there.
So
I'm
shall I
fine.
bring the rest next
No,
time?
honestly, mate, I'm
Right,
all right.
What batteries does it take? I've got some batteries in it.
Don't know. I think it's watch
Don't
batteries.
it, you have to burn charcoal. It's that old. You have
Yeah.
to do that to power it up.
They have to wind it up.
Great collection of belts, though, I must
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, yeah.
That is a
Collection
great
of
shout.
miniature belts that go around the wrestlers and a
That-
Chris Benoit
That
wrestler.
go around
So-
Chris's waist.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know what you could wear these? You could wear these as like rings.
I could wear it as a
Do you know what I mean?
full-on
Like a
waist
little-
belt.
You
reckon
could wear
should
it. You could wear it as a necklace.
Yeah.
Should we go to the football heads then?
Yes.
So this is.
Are we looking dipping?
I looked through these last night, right? You can look at them if you want, but
Does it tell you still on the base?
so I can see who they are on the
Yeah,
base,
yeah.
yeah, and sometimes on the back of the jerseys.
Yeah.
But some of these are shocking, right? So who do you reckon that is?
David James.
It is David James, but it doesn't look like David James, does it?
Why is David James blacker than he should be?
Why does David James look like Aston out of JLS?
I thought it was that. What's that that you always say? That
Peggy
Harpex
Harpex said.
said.
Yeah, I thought it was him.
He had big long dreads, mate.
Did he?
Yeah.
Right, go on then. Do a lucky dip ball. See what you can get. Rod Stewart. What have you got now? Let's have a look. Go on, see if you.
Is that a Liverpool player?
They're all
It
Liverpool
is.
players.
Is that fucking Nigel Clough?
No.
yeah. No.
Do you know what it is?
In it, Jones
No.
or Scales or someone.
John Scales.
John Scales.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
That is that. Fucking hell, that's a hard one. That one.
Madame Tussauds was blind on that day, wasn't she?
Honestly, some of them are really easy. Like, let me get one that I think you'll get, and then
Is Emil Heskey white?
He might be.
Yeah, by look at David James, he could be.
Paul Ince was white on Adidas Power Soccer.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah. Do
Here
you
we
remember the
go.
first original feet?
Oh,
no.
Ben
Oh,
White's
Ben
seen
White.
red. Ben White's seen red.
why has he kicked Austin Powers off the table? Fucking hell!
It's a TLC match.
Fucking hell.
He's fuming.
It's a
He's gone crazy, mate.
It's a TLC match.
He's fuming.
I hope you ain't got no female dolls there, mate. He'll fucking...
I've got the child dolls.
Fuck's sake. No, he's safe. That's why I brought him away from the other ones.
Nobody's safe. Ben White's in the room.
I'm gonna leave Ben Ware in your house tonight. You won't be able to sleep.
I mean,
Class.
if you thought I was dead before, I definitely will be after that.
So you should get this one then, lads.
Steve McManaman.
No,
Michael Owen.
Michael Owen.
Why has he got blonde hair?
No, it's not.
It looks like him though, a little bit, doesn't it?
Oh,
Maybe we've
God.
got some managers in here.
Is that Roy Hodgson?
Roy Evans.
Oh, good shout, yeah.
Why
yeah.
does it
Looks
look
a bit
like
like
Roy
him, to be
Why does
fair.
it look like Roy
Yeah,
Hodgson?
Roy Hodgson, this is a bit era before Roy Hodgson.
He's a bit white. It's a bit pale.
Richarlison.
Is that Sammy Huppier?
It's Sammy Huppier,
Oh,
yeah.
my God.
This one's easy.
Oh, Emil Heskey.
Darwin Núñez.
Is that David Seaman?
It is David Seaman for England. I'm not going to bring all these out, by the way, but just a couple of...
Paul Ince. Ronaldo.
Ronaldo.
Is it Ronaldo?
Yeah.
No, it's
I
not.
was joking. Poor Cristiano.
Here, Chris, you might get this one because you're of this era.
I
Is
know.
that Roberto Baggio?
It's Roberto Baggio.
Yeah.
You can tell by the ponytail.
Yeah.
Great little touch.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Oh, here you go as well.
Ian
Oh,
Rush.
is that Graham Souness? How far we're going back here?
He's going to bring out Alan Hansen in a minute.
Oh, yeah. Another one you'll get as well.
Bill Shankly. Robbie Fowler.
Bill Shankly.
Robbie Fowler, yeah?
I don't feel like you're taking this serious.
I am.
This is a bit of a tough one.
Fernando Morientes.
No. Don't worry,
Fucking Fernando Morientes.
Fucking hell.
I wish the pod could see these because
Is
we're
that
just playing
hard?
a game now.
He's saying it's hard.
Oh, it's fucking Harry Kewell, isn't it?
No.
Oh, it's
No, it's before that.
Is it Sir Captain Tom Moore?
It's a legend.
Oh yeah, Hitler.
Fuck's sake.
Is it Fidel Castro?
Is it
Jamie
Robbie Fowler?
Carragher.
Oh, is that Jamie Carragher?
Carragher.
Fuck off.
Give over.
Right, one more, then we'll move on.
Yeah, move on.
Because this is more entertaining to us than I think it is for anybody else.
Jamie Carragher, if you're watching, which you're probably not, but you're going to get tagged into this. If you've seen this is fucking awful. Sue him.
It's made him look much better than he looks in real life.
I mean, I don't know about that. He ain't got a chin.
Here we go. England.
Sol Campbell.
He's Sol Campbell, yeah.
You can tell by how big his head is. That's lifestyle skill. That.
Why has he got
If
a
you got
mohawk?
it right first time.
Why has he got a mohawk?
I don't know. But yeah,
Yeah, that's a great shout.
it's
That.
all right,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Who's that you just took out? Is that Maradona?
Yes.
No, it's not. It's Ortega.
Oh,
How random is that? That
Was
you've
that-
got Ortega, but you ain't got Maradona.
it looks like Maradona.
Doesn't it?
The only reason I put him in there is because I've got a couple here of like legends. So these two then. So you got
Is that
That's Jürgen Klinsmann.
Maldini?
no. That one's Maldini.
How random!
one.
How random!
Yeah.
I didn't even see him.
Is the top one Jürgen Klinsmann?
No. Go on, look at the Fiorentina.
Oh,
Oh,
Batistuta.
Gabriel
Yeah.
Batistuta.
Batigol.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a good little game, isn't it, boys?
Can we talk a little bit about your collectible fetish when you was younger? You collected everything.
I'm not being
Let's
funny.
dive
Can we
into
put,
it a little
can we
bit.
put them away?
Is it quicker for us to say what didn't you collect?
So I had a little box room, right, and I had shelving
Full of shit.
around the top of the box room, and it had all these on it. So they're all covered in dust. So all these on it. It had the Austin Powers stuff on there. Anything that I collected just around the top of the room.
My OCD would not work with that because I like things to be like. I'd just see them as dust collectors.
So hang
They were-
on.
Dust collectors.
Hang on.
Massively.
So, did you sleep in the box room?
Yeah.
So you slept in a room with all those
Yeah.
Austin Powers,
Yeah.
JLS,
No, JLS was a different era in my life.
but you slept in a room.
GLS one is when he was cooler.
Oh
Yeah.
So you slept in a room with all those and Austin Powers and stuff, and your 9-inch fat bastard
I've slept in a few of them rooms.
going around the outside of your room.
It's been called some things in my time, but not that.
I love that. Thailand 2007. It's great.
going around the outside of your room,
Yeah.
and you slept in that room.
I did, mate. Yeah.
Oh my!
What's more spaz is you slept in a room with Ben Wire and came out alive.
I'm obviously harder than Benoit.
Clearly.
So yes, that's that. Yeah.
It's a good job you didn't sleep in the gym.
Yeah.
So I
Great.
think I've done all right there, lads.
Yeah, well,
I can't guarantee I'm gonna do anything like that again. So
Please
that's
don't.
me peaked now. I think.
well, it's about time. Like 16 episodes in, you finally come to the party.
I've been waiting 3 hours to get all this shit out.
Yeah, that's what she said.
So yeah. So this, if you haven't guessed, everyone, this pod's around another no rules. Just gonna talk shit.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, let's
Yeah,
introduce
so-
the pod. 25
Yeah.
minutes in, yeah.
Yeah.
So-
So no rules pod.
No rules
Talk a
pod.
bit of shit.
Anything goes.
Anything goes.
Have you done your boring introduction?
I did that. Yeah. And you
Oh, right.
ridiculed it. Then I got the box of tricks out. No.
He just went straight for the tricks to recover it, though. It's like straight in.
That's fair. And
So now this episode's just going to do this now because we've peaked.
We have peaked.
It's,
right?
just line it down.
it was so bad. His
Yeah.
introduction was so bad that he thought, how the fuck can I save this? Right, I've got to go in for Chris Benoit.
I don't think my introduction was that bad actually. I thought it was quite.
You just, it's very formal and samey.
Hello, welcome
Whereas,
to
like,
Golf Balls and
I want to
Grapplers.
go for a more of an American style introduction.
Your American style introduction class.
I think you should do your American accent again.
No.
We'll wait for that for the
that
next
wasn't-
pod. You
that
can
was my-
introduce it officially like that at the next.
That
pod.
wasn't American. That was Eastern Lebanese.
Eastern Lebanese.
Can I ask you a question about the new set?
Yes.
So obviously that golf picture there.
Yes.
What course is that?
That's from Pebble Beach.
I thought it was Pebble Beach,
Yep.
but I didn't want to look foolish and think it was like Messingham.
It
No.
definitely looks like messing.
It was.
I've been in that water a few times, I think.
You see, there's no wind there. All them splashes is Christian's golf balls.
Yeah.
It was between that and Norman Bean. I thought,
Yeah,
let's go
Pebble
Pebble
Beach.
Beach. Yeah.
Great shout though.
I've
Lovely
got another
course.
question for you, Bullis.
Yes.
How many shots do you think it would take you to get out of that bunker?
Fucking hell.
About the same number as it'll take you to get on the green.
Oh, one.
No,
One big bomb.
I've never seen you hit a big bomb in your life.
That's a lie.
Which bunker are we talking? There's two there.
Either would be the same for you, mate. You'd be in there all day.
No, I reckon. No, I reckon. To be fair, heck
Do you know what I love, right?
Heck, you
Christian,
fucking
a
40
35
handicapper.
handicapper, absolutely slates like a 21 handicapper. It's great. It's fucking fabulous.
I can't wait till we start doing this break 90 series, and yours is break 100 series. Just
You don't know what I've been doing in the background, mate. I might be mint now.
So I've got a question for you. It's related to golf. So a few of my friends very kindly put a bit of money together, mate. Pulled a bit of money together for my birthday, mate. And they got me £100 gift voucher for American Golf, which is spot on.
Yeah, treats.
What would you do with that? Because obviously it's not enough for me to go out and fucking get a fucking Stealth 2 driver.
No,
I'll
But
probably
then
get
equally,
clobber with it.
I've got clothes coming out my ass.
Yeah.
So like, what would you go for? I'm thinking of buying like just 3 dozen high-end premium ball spin
Yeah,
balls for like 120
suppose
quid.
You can't go wrong with balls, can you? But I would probably I'd buy clothing with it.
You'd
still.
buy clobber.
I'd buy clothing with
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I don't need clobber.
I would either buy, and I'm going to go on based on this on a conversation we've had. You're looking at a 5 wood or a 2 iron or a hybrid to bridge a gap.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'd probably put it towards that, or just go some golf balls.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I can get at the moment. You can get the old Stealth 1 hybrid for 150 quid.
So you're going to put in 50 quid of your
50
money
quid
towards
too,
it.
mate, and get
There
a
you go.
Stealth
Alright,
hybrid.
yeah.
and,
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, I was just interested how people would spend that money because it's that awkward thing where you're like, I don't really need anything,
Do you know what you
but
should
you
put
don't want the
towards?
voucher to run out.
Golf lessons.
What, American Golf?
Yeah. Get some golf lessons.
I think the
mate.
golf pros at American Golf stores are self-employed. I don't
Yeah, I
think,
think so.
you can cash in a golf voucher. I think it's for product.
Okay.
So,
I'd personally get some new golf shoes because I need some.
yeah, yeah.
I need some winter shoes.
So I played 2 rounds of golf a few weeks back. So I went away with some mates, played the Coastal Championship. We played South
sounds
Cliff.
so good today. Coastal
yeah.
Championship.
Was it there?
We played South Cliff. No, we didn't play Pebble Beach.
Oh,
We
that's
played
North
South Cliff and Brid
Closed
Links.
that day.
Do you know what? The weather was incredible. It was that weekend where it was like just crystal clear.
Yeah.
There wasn't a cloud in the sky. But obviously I'm conscious that when I looked at my scorecard, it was my first rounds of golf in like well over 2 months. So by the time we get out and start shooting some podcast episodes, golf episodes, it's going to be, other than that weekend that I played, it's going to be like 3 months.
So what you're telling me is you'll be disappointed if you don't break 90.
No, I think when I normally go this long, it changes to get back into it, my target is to hit 99.
Right.
And then obviously if I start playing more regularly, like once a week again, your target's just to break 90 in it.
Do you think you'll ever get back to playing once a week again?
No, never again, I don't think. I don't think.
It's
But
unheard of at the minute. Like,
it's
so-
weird though. I went 2 months without playing, and then it was really windy on Scarborough, and I think I shot a 101. And then the next day at Brid Links, it was equally windy, and Links rough is brutal. And I think I shot something like a 96, 97. So like nowhere near the level that you was, and I've only been out the game for like 2 months. It's weird, isn't it? How like the level just dropped by 10 shots.
But then I don't think that.
Tougher courses
I don't
as well.
think. Yeah, it's tougher course, the weather conditions, everything else.
Do you know what? Do you know what I'll genuinely do when I eventually move? Because obviously we're moving somewhere a bit bigger, somewhere a bit more out in the sticks. So obviously it's going to have a garage. I will genuinely, because I don't put my cars in the garage, so I will genuinely just kit it all out and bang a golf simulator in there because they're only a couple of grand, aren't they?
Yeah.
For a decent one.
Make sure you got a bit of land behind, and we'll just do a little par 3.
What, set up a pitch and
Yeah.
put outside
Yeah,
for
yeah.
when the weather's good and then
Yeah.
come inside.
What you
for
want to do?
winter?
Fucking excavate it?
I'll fucking make sure it's a long par 3 for me.
I know, I'd need a good groundsman, wouldn't I, with you coming round. Jesus.
That's nice that I'm going to get invited.
I'll send you to the wrong house. I'll send you to the old one.
Yeah, yeah.
But those indoor man caves, though, you've seen loads
Classic,
of them. They
yeah.
look
Some of the American
amazing.
ones. Their
Yeah.
basements are huge, aren't
Yeah,
they?
yeah. Just
I
do it.
mean, I went through a phase a few years ago where I was a fair weather golfer, so you'd stop around September and you won't come back out again till March.
Yeah.
So 6 months of the year, I won't play.
Yeah.
And I think I'm sort of edging back towards that. Like I still, even though I played that weekend away, but it was definitely not competitive. It was definitely more just a lads' weekend away.
Yeah.
But even the 3 months that I haven't played, like I haven't missed it, and I haven't got this massive draw to get out there twice a week or get out there every week. Like, I know we're going to try and get out to film some footage, but I still haven't got. I feel like I've lost the love for it a little bit.
Do you think that's because you went through a phase of not playing very well?
But I think that was a byproduct of me losing the love for it. I think we played a lot June, July, August, and I almost was like, I'm not enjoying this. Like, I was tearing up for golf thinking, I don't really want to be here, but I'm here now, so I'll play around the golf.
I don't want to be there when Christian's there either, but you know.
Well, that's true. I don't want to be there sometimes.
I'm joking.
To be fair though, when Christian's there, you definitely won't finish last. Whereas, so
That's true.
Whereas when he's not, you know. So
but when he's not there, I finish second.
Has Christian ever beat you on stroke play, playing together?
Oh, I don't know.
Not the rounds that don't count because they don't exist. The ones where no one else was there.
No,
I'm not sure actually. I don't recall. I beat you on straight play.
Oh yeah, because I stopped carding at Slaley Hall.
Yeah. Well, technically, the
down
amount of
and out on
times
that.
we play and you walk off on the 16th because you kept me asked you the last two.
Yeah.
I technically beat you then as well because you haven't finished.
It's not my fault the golf course is set up where the clubhouse is near 16.
Well, that's golf sorted. Anyway, what about you? You said you dropped a bomb a couple of pods ago where you was doing Great North Run.
Yes.
How's that going?
I've not done it yet.
Well, no, you haven't done the run, but how's your training going?
Yeah, training's going good. Yeah. I'm up to running 5k solid, so I'm gonna constantly remain at that and be comfortable at that for a bit.
Are you bothered about time or anything? Are you doing any timing of it yet? Or are you just kind of getting
the
through the 5K?
The 5Ks and stuff. Yeah, so I'm at about 31 minutes at the minute.
It's good.
Which I'm all right with.
Yeah.
If I can keep that level but be more consistent and run further, then I'm fine with that. I'm not really asked about time for the Great North Run, to be fair.
No.
Just to say that I've done it.
Are we going to go up and support him?
Oh fuck!
Thanks, mate.
No chance.
Get your banner out.
If you do anything over 3 hours, you consider yourself a failure.
Thanks, mate. I am doing it. It's going to be for a charity place. I'm doing it for. So I'm doing it for Bernardo's.
Nice.
Are you running up there as well, or are you driving?
No, I'm going to run up there. I'm going to set off a few days before, run up there, have a couple of days rest.
Okay.
And then, I'll be driving up the day before, probably.
Does this mean we have to sponsor you if you're doing it for charity?
I think we do.
Yeah, you fucking tight cunt.
Fuck's sake.
You just put 50 quid down and just put from me and you. You like with birthday cards.
Why don't you sell them JLS dolls on eBay?
I might do. I need to see how
put,
much they're worth,
and then put that towards it. I'll have about 300 quid there.
I bet they're worth about
20p.
£5 each. At least.
£5 each?
Yeah, at least.
No.
There'll be some collector out there that wants them. I'll even throw in the Sunday.
Some sad virgin.
Okay, I'm giving it away now, mate. Giving it away. It's a steal. I feel like we're on the shopping channel.
I was QVC.
Buy two dolls and I'll give you this honey for free.
The other $2 you get Chris Benoit.
You get Chris Benoit and a wrestling belt.
So talking about getting stuff for free. When I used to live with flatmates when I was in my 20s, and it was a long time ago, a very long time ago.
Black and white.
Yeah. We used to try and get stuff for free. Like, what's the maddest thing you could get for free from anywhere?
Yeah.
And it started out with I don't know, getting stupid shit for free, and then it got to every time you went in Asda, you had to get something for free. So someone would walk out with a fucking, I don't know.
So you mean stealing?
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
what's the maddest thing you've ever stolen?
someone would walk out with a bar of chocolate, and then the next time someone would walk out with a big bottle of soft rinse. It got stupid, right? And then I always remember, as clear as day, me and my mates are sat in my flat like this. We're all sat here, and the door goes, and it's my flatmate. And I just see him walking in with a deck chair, a massive deck chair. And we was all like, what the fuck? And he was like, I just walked out of Asda with this. So for ages, it was just a fucking deck chair in that flat. It was madness. It was stupid how that out.
That's bold, that though, isn't it? To walk out with something so big.
That's bold.
Yeah. Did you ever do anything like that sort of started off small and sort of got out of hand?
So I used to burn CDs. Do you know when you could burn CDs?
You used to burn music onto them, not burn them. Yeah.
Yeah, well, not physically burn them. But so I'd buy a CD, I'd copy the CD, and then take it back with a receipt and say, I got this for my birthday, but I've already got it. Could I have the money back?
Great shout.
Yeah, I never even thought about doing that.
Businessman.
Yeah.
I mean,
I used to do that.
Nothing's ever really escalated to something as big as a deck chair, right? But I do a bit of it now.
Do you know what else as
It's a bit of
well?
a game, isn't
What,
it?
for the whole self-scanning thing?
Yeah.
One for me,
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
for Asda. One for me, one
I
for
like to do the
Asda.
weight thing. Like, can I get away with putting this with that? Scanning
You
that,
gently,
and it's the
you
same
gently
weight.
put it. You gently put it on
Yeah.
like you're playing Jenga.
It's just a bit of a laugh, isn't it?
The thing is, I self-scan though, which means you get random
Yeah,
checked
yeah,
every
yeah.
6 or 7 times for like, and they check your shopping and stuff. So
Put it at the bottom, mate.
I've done it.
don't
you know,
do it. I remember one time my flatmate used to sell cars, and every time he would hand a car over to a customer, he would also have to give them this big fuck off box of Thornton's chocolates, about this big,
Nice.
huge one, and say, "There you go, there's with the car. Thanks for your business." But he started not giving the chocolates away, and just every time he handed over a car, just taking the box of chocolates home. And I promise you, we got to the stage where our kitchen cupboard, you would open them, and from bottom to top, it was these huge box of
Nice.
Thornton's chocolates just stacked up.
Amazing.
Honestly, and then no wonder we got like huge, because we would just order Domino. Live in a flat, 2 lads. You'd order Domino's, and then you'd eat Thornton's chocolates all night watching football. Like,
when you say huge, how big are you talking? For you,
well, not huge, not you huge, but like,
thanks, mate.
but like, I don't know, like just I don't know, like Porky,
Yeah.
because obviously let's not forget that I've always been an absolute shred monster. So if I put a bit
shreddy.
If I put a bit of gut on, then I class myself as like I've lost the plot.
Do you know what I'm glad though? He said that we ate Thornton's chocolate and watched football.
Yeah,
Not like
yeah.
Love Actually or something like
No, yeah.
I was going to say we watched the PL, Prem XI.
The EPL
Yeah, yeah.
on dodgy sticks. No one
Yeah.
watches dodgy sticks. Illegal streaming is bad. Don't do it.
The other thing we used to do as well was like, I mean, this is a bit dodgy actually. Where it's 2 lads in a flat.
that. Oh god.
We used
This is where it all comes out.
God, there we go.
Exclusive.
This
on
is going in.
YouTube, because we didn't have a fire on YouTube. We used to just put like that, like a rolling video of like a fireplace. You know, the crackling and that.
Yeah.
Just used to fucking sit there chilling. You was on your phone with a crackling fire in the background. Just
is a bit
peacefully go
weird.
off to sleep. Serious question now.
Here we go.
Have you ever voted, and do you have any sort of political allegiance?
The answer to that question is yes, I have voted,
Okay.
but no, I have no clue. As in, I've got no. I'm not voting for anyone in particular.
Right. So what made you vote then? Was it a general election?
Probably, yeah.
And what
It's
made you
not-
vote? The fact that everyone else was
Yeah.
voting. Right. Okay.
Just voted for somebody.
Great.
I've never voted
Right. Why?
because all politicians are liars,
Okay.
and I will never vote for
Okay.
that same reason.
I feel like Chris has asked this question because he's got a real good answer.
I haven't got a good answer because I'm more interested in your generation, which is there's just an
Aren't we the same generation?
Nah, I'm old. More head screwed on. Your there's an apathy amongst your generation around
An
voting.
apathy.
Yeah.
What's
There is.
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just wondered why. Like, why would you not vote? Why would you not follow politics? Have a political allegiance?
It's not that I don't. It's not that I don't follow it. I have no political allegiance because none of them do what they say they're going to do.
Fair one.
So
But that's like anybody who's vying for anything. They
No,
never,
but- and
they
that-
never
and-
do what they're gonna do.
Sell a
and,
dream.
and
Yeah,
that's
that's how everyone does. Who wants to get elected or wants to get into a position. Of
and that's
anything.
and that's a problem though. If you're going to sell the dream, make the dream, or at least try and make the dream a fucking reality.
Yeah, but
If
no
you-
one wants a reality dream because the point is you're coming in to tell people something that they really want to hear and want to happen that's never going to happen.
But
That's the thing, though. You know, when you're the one, you can do this in all walks of life. You know,
Yeah,
when
do it in
you're
job
the one not
interviews.
in power, I could go, like, say Christian's got a job, and I want Christian's job. I could say to all of his staff, well, the first thing I'd do is I'd give all you a pay rise. You could all take Fridays off. He knows he can't do that because he's in that position.
Yeah.
yeah.
So then, if let's say they go, oh yeah, we'll get Chris in, and I come in and he goes out, I can't implement any of that, and that goes right up the way
Exactly.
to fucking
No,
politics. doesn't it?
exactly. But that's part of the problem, isn't it? And
Yeah.
that's why I will never, and I have never voted, and I will never vote because what is the point?
Well, then, in that respect, then, if that's your policy that you'll never vote, what's the point? Then, why do you deserve an opinion?
I don't.
Because you've been given the freedom to vote.
I don't deserve an opinion.
Yeah. So, like, when you say, like, this country's fucked or like that, like, you can't really say that because you're not trying to do anything about it.
My one vote is not going to make a difference.
Your vote makes a difference.
The thing is with that though as well.
You're trying to sell me a dream?
Basically, where I'm getting to is I'm running at the next general election.
I'm
yeah.
definitely not voting for you.
No, me neither. I'll vote for
Depends. What are you going to give us? What's the
Well,
dream?
I'll give you 9 inches, mate. Yeah.
Boris. Can I get a cord on the end?
I think it's difficult though that situation. So you say you're going for you vote for something and there's 2 people and you don't believe in any of them. Where's the third option of I don't give a shit or they're both shit? Or
People say that. Like,
somebody
I'm not going
else.
to vote Lib Dem because it's a wasted vote. Because if you don't vote Conservative or Labour, you're not going to win.
Exactly.
So I do get that.
Have you seen
That's
that
the problem.
You seen that Liz Truss is off into I'm a Celebrity?
No,
Is she really?
Yeah.
that's
That's a joke.
hilarious, mate.
So that's how much of a downfall.
yeah,
for
her
her.
Well,
political
that's the-
career's dead.
That's the
Yeah.
thing though as well. Politicians now think the celebrities. Matt Hancock's done I'm a Celebrity. He's done SAS Who
SAS,
Dares
hasn't he?
Wins.
Yeah, yeah.
Liz Truss is going on I'm a Celebrity. They're no longer politicians. They are celebrities now. They want that celebrity status, and that's the problem.
Do you know what I would do? I'd make it a bit like jury service. You know where you go to do an election or you do a vote and there's a third box. It's like a random UK citizen, and then it just picks it by random. And somebody in the UK becomes prime minister if they get enough votes in that random box.
Like Hugh Grant.
Like anyone, it could be you, could be
Like
me,
Russell
could be-
Brand.
Yeah,
Oh,
could be anyone.
Oh,
Crispin
Ben
Wise
White's
down.
kicking off again.
Ben
Oh,
White's like,
shit. Everyone get down.
Chris Benoit's going to vote. I'd vote Benoit.
I'm going to ask you this question then, but we don't have to come back. So he's got time to think about it mainly. let's say you're a PM. You're about to go in as a PM. What's the 3 biggest policy shifts that you would do that you think would improve the country? We'll circle back to that because obviously he needs time to process the question.
I've got one already.
Fucking hell, go on then.
Jesus Christ, he's
I would
prepared.
make every working week 4 days, not 5.
Right, okay.
So you have a 3-day weekend.
So full-time working week would be how many
Monday
hours?
to Thursday.
But still 37 hours.
Yes.
So 37 hours across 4 days.
Yes.
Wowzers.
And then you'd have Friday. Oh, it doesn't have to be that. It could be Monday. It could be Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Anything. But
Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
have it as a 4 and a 3.
There's lots
And
of
that would
calls for
be-
that.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a lot of calls for a 4-day
Yeah.
working week.
Yeah, yeah. I think I don't think it's a massive issue really.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. So that'd be my first one.
Yeah.
I'll come back with the other 2.
He started real well then,
Yeah,
didn't
it did. To be fair, I'd go with that. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
What would
Yeah.
what would one of yours be?
I mean, this isn't really entertaining, but I would flip our tax system to Dubai's tax system where you don't get personally taxed on your income, but you pay higher tax on goods.
Right.
So basically, the amount of tax you pay depends on how frivolous you want to be. The more you buy, the more tax you pay. Whereas if you, let's say you're on 120 grand a year, so that you're on 10 grand a month, you take home 10 grand a month.
Yeah.
But the more you spend, the more tax you pay.
Yeah, fair.
Okay.
That I think that's a much better system than the system that we have now, where there's no incentive for you to earn over 50 grand. So if you go from 50 to 55 or 55 to 65, wipe half of that out on tax straight off the bat. You're paying
Yeah.
40% tax.
Yeah.
There's no incentive for people to push the glass ceiling and earn
No.
higher.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's my main one that I'd change. Other one as well is I'd probably make it a law that on a Sunday, all golf courses were free.
Like it.
Yeah.
Like
I
it.
can't think of a third. You have to circle back to me. What about you?
I think very similar to incentivizing what you said about people working.
Yeah.
Incentivize people to get into jobs that will have a positive impact on the country.
Yeah.
Incentivize teachers, incentivize NHS, incentivize police.
Social value jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas you get people now, and again, look, I know sometimes it can't be helped and whatever. There are people who kids and kids and kids and kids and kids and kids, and they don't want to work. They know that they'll get X amount of money easier for someone to not work because of a childcare situation. I get that side of it.
Yeah.
But when you've got someone who just has
It's deliberately avoiding to work.
correct,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
probably
That's
the best
what
way
you're
to
trying
put
to
it.
say,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So they're deliberately avoiding work
And playing the system.
and they're playing the system. So
Yeah.
that needs to change.
Yeah. Because the systems and the benefits are meant to be there to support people who are
Yeah. Social security.
struggling.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's a
Not
security
people
for
who are-
those that
It's not a way of living.
have a bad run of luck or
Yeah.
come out of a job or get made
Yeah.
redundant. It's there to secure you socially.
Whereas you've got people who will say, "Oh yeah, I'm going to sign on the dole." And again, look, I've got no issue with people being on the dole or signing on or anything like that, because getting a job is hard. There are so, especially like in Hull or other places like that, there are so many people that go for one job, and it's difficult. But then you also get people who who go to sign on, like, yeah, I've been for an interview, didn't get it, so what? I'll sign on.
I don't think it is difficult to get a job. I think it's difficult to get jobs that are sought after.
Yeah.
But if you need money, some people would rather sign on than go work at McDonald's.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
go,
Do you know the
collect the trolleys
There's
in
jobs
Asda.
everywhere.
No, but do you know the
Yeah.
thing is? Do you know you said it's not difficult to get a job? So at one point, so when I was coming back from uni after I'd left, I think I'd left McDonald's and then was coming back from uni and stuff. I went to get a job. I went to apply for a job at Asda. After I already worked at Quick Save and McDonald's and all that kind of shit, and I didn't even get an interview to stack shelves at Asda.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, you walk into Asda and you look at
That's why you didn't get a job.
because
Because you walked in. They saw you in your fucking basketball jersey and your do-rag on your wrist, and there was
He's
like,
a wrong un.
Nah,
No,
not
that was
bullies.
after that. I was a gangster.
Too many
way
under
before that.
18s here. He's a wrong un.
That's not going in.
I know what you mean. Like,
That ain't going
like
in.
you would the classic. Oh, I'd go stack shelves. Like it's hard to get a job
Exactly,
stacking
yeah.
shelves. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get what you're saying.
Yeah.
And
But
it's
equally, there's more. I think last year or the year before, there was more vacancies than there were unemployed people.
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So
So there's not a lack of jobs. There's a lack
it's
of jobs
that
that people
you
want to do.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think you guys are about this. Like a lot of people have said about, but like they always degrade McDonald's, like McDonald's workers, and say that
Yeah.
go. But it's actually quite a well-paid job, isn't it? Like stuff
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. If you
When you're 18, 19, mate,
Yeah.
you could earn
Absolutely.
£800,
but even the
£900
people
a
that
month.
work up the ranks
Yeah.
and become management there, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
quite a decent
Yeah.
paid.
I've just remembered my last policy shift
Oh, go on then.
as PM. So this is controversial and people might disagree, but
I disagree.
you've obviously got the NHS.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, obviously we pay national insurance. So I reckon that if you need to use the NHS, the very first thing you do when you walk or are bowled into that hospital, you give them your national insurance number and they run your national insurance number. And if they see that you've got full contributions, that you've paid your national insurance contribution every year because you've worked every year, then they go, yep, I can see he's had full contribution. His healthcare, however long he needs, is free.
Yeah.
If you've never worked a fucking day in your life and you've never paid national insurance, for you to use the NHS, you need to pay for that NHS system.
Yeah.
It should be
Got that.
means tested.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
saying it
yeah.
should be private, and equally I'm not saying it should be free for everybody. The NHS is bankrupt, and
Yeah.
like people who have paid into national insurance all of their lives are going into hospital, and they're in fucking corridors for 48 hours.
Yep.
And these people have contributed for 40, 50 years of their work life
Yep.
because they can't get a bed, right? And it's bankrupt. So the system now is fucked. So there has to be a different way. And I think people who pay their contributions gets free healthcare, but everyone else has to pay for their healthcare.
Rishi Sunak, if you're watching this,
Listen up,
There you go.
Sunak.
We're coming for you.
the thing is, right, Rishi Sunak, what the fuck has he done?
Him and his chancellor, they have at least slowed inflation down because it was absolutely soaring when they came in after Liz Truss's mini budget.
But the cost of living's a nightmare.
Cost of living is a nightmare, but for the first time yesterday, the Bank of England chose not to raise interest rates. So they're sort of saying that food inflation is slowing, inflation in general is slowing. You're rolling your eyes like you don't know what I'm talking about.
No, I know what you're talking
All
about.
right, yeah. And you'll notice that in your prices. So prices rocketed last year in your walking around Asda or whatever. The only inflation really that's gone spiked up a little bit recently is fuel.
And I
Yeah,
hate
that's gone
that.
back
I
up,
was just
innit?
about to say, I hate that because the amount it costs to bring the fuel in, 75% of that is
Yeah,
tax.
it's pennies.
I started watching Clarkson's Farm,
Great,
Crap.
great
Love
set.
it.
Love
Yeah,
it.
amazing.
and when he talks about farming and what farmers have to go through,
Yeah, you don't realise, do you?
it's scandalous
I know.
what they get. Like the
Yeah.
price of a lamb can be one thing one day and then just drop,
Yeah.
and they make no profit and they get nothing back,
Yeah.
which is absolutely bonkers considering the amount of economy and the amount of effort they put into having homegrown
Yeah.
produce. It's just bonkers.
I've just had a right win, so my car has now just ticked over of being 5 years old. So my road tax has dropped from £580 a year to £180 a year.
Wow.
What a dream that is!
Why does that happen?
So nowadays for the first 5 years, I think if your car was originally valued over 50 grand when it was brand new, for the first 5 years you pay like fucking £600 road tax a year for the first
Fucking
5
hell.
years. So then it drops to like normal tax. So obviously I pay my monthly, so like I was paying £60 a month just on road tax
Fucking hell.
or whatever, a bit less, about 55. And then all of a sudden it drops like fucking £18 a month, and I was like, what's going on here? And then
Bonus.
obviously I realised it just ticked over 5 years old for my
Amazing.
car. That's a right dream.
Man's free.
Mine's 30 quid a year.
All right, maybe mine's not such a dream, but it's a dream to me.
Man's free and decent on fuel, so yeah, can't complain.
But this is what I mean. This is when we talk about costs crazy. Like I've started writing down in my phone outgoings each month that I don't consider as your normal monthly outgoings. So not bills, not food, not fuel, because that comes out anyway. I'm talking about shit that comes up that you're like, fucking hell, like that's out of the blue.
Yeah.
I need to find 300 quid. I need to find 200 quid. And I've started writing it down because you forget how much bespoke outgoings come out, right? And actually, I was looking through mine the other day, and like I looked at, you know, what had come out in January, February, March, like crazy shit. I'm talking like £280 for a car tyre, and I needed 4 of them.
Oof.
Like that's 1,300 quid on car tyres. Like
Yeah.
you don't see shit like that.
No.
And then so going back to what you say about the cost of living, it's not just the general cost of
No,
living,
yeah.
but even the shit that comes out the blue is extortionate as well.
Yeah.
So like now, I know I keep going back to it, right? But they were saying people that earn 50 grand in today's world, right? Which is not a lot. I think it's the top 25% of earners that pay tax earn 50 grand a year, right? 50 grand is the new 30 grand.
Yeah.
Like there's people on 50 grand that are fucking skint,
Yeah.
working month to month.
Yeah.
But back in the day, you'd be like, if you're earning 50 grand, you've made it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
50 grand's the new 30 grand.
Don't get fast.
It's stupid. Talking of driving, what's the maddest incident you've ever been involved in on the road in all your years of driving? You don't even need to necessarily be the driver. You could be a passenger, but like, what's the maddest thing you've ever been involved in on the road? I mean, first of all, have you ever had a crash?
Yes, wrote my car off.
Did you?
Yeah.
Talk us through it.
Touch wood iron.
So it was a Fiat Stilo.
Yeah.
Class car as well. It was really nice. I was driving past John Lake College. I don't know what I got distracted by. I got distracted.
Your phone.
No, I want my phone. I think it sounds really daft, but when you're driving past, and you'll know this, Chris. You've got John Lake College on your right. You're going down West Common Hill. When you look on your left, you could see Thomas Humpter, which is my old school, and it was when it was getting redeveloped into Melior.
Yeah.
So I got distracted by looking at the development.
Yeah.
And what cars in front of me had done had stopped to turn right into the college, and I was still going like 30 miles per hour. So,
nice.
and then when I looked round,
Too late.
I kind of noticed it, but it was still too late. But I kind of turned away, so it just crumbled the right hand side.
Yeah,
and wrote
yeah.
the car off.
Yeah.
So that was like the
point.
scariest thing I've ever been, because that's the only time I've ever been in a major crash.
Did you feel like it was going to die?
It felt really
Just
surreal.
freeze.
Just freeze. And when I got home, I just, oh my god, that was fucking mad.
I think for me, driving in the floods of 2007.
I wasn't here. I was abroad. I missed it all.
The floods of 2007. I don't
Yeah,
remember
that
that.
fucking flooded Hull out.
Yeah.
Oh, did it?
Hull was flooded, and I was in my Ford Fiesta at the time, and I thought it was a good idea to drive through the flooded water.
Oh, you seen them videos?
Yeah,
Chesterfield.
where they try and get through
Try
them.
and get through it and just
Yeah,
conk
yeah.
out, don't they?
Yeah.
I bottled it the other week. I was in York. I'm going to go do pumpkin picking. And we came to this road, and literally the other side of this puddle was the pumpkin picking. And there was this massive puddle that just went across everything. I thought, I ain't going to do it.
No.
No, it's not.
I'm not
He's watched
risking
too
it.
much TikTok
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
do that shit.
Yeah.
And then a fucking defender just stormed right past me straight through. I was like, you cunt.
Of course.
Yeah, there's no point. You've got to do it now. You've got to do it now.
So, no, I didn't. I turned around. I turned around and went a different way.
Do you know what was mad about the floods in 2007? I was abroad. I was in the Caribbean. My mum was like, "Oh, it's real bad over here. There's been loads of rain. It's flooded." And you just think, "Oh, yeah, it's flooded. Like you get near the coast, it's gonna be ankle deep, right?" And then my missus sent me a picture of her partner walking into their house, and it was chest high,
Yeah, it was fucking awful.
and like it was like I would say as high
Yeah,
as this mez floor here.
Yeah.
And in their house, the entire house obviously got wrote off. They were living in a rented accommodation for over a year, but it was bad, mate. It flooded the whole city.
Have you seen the one from Chesterfield the other week?
Yeah, yeah.
That's awful. Where it's over cars and shit like that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Awful.
Did you just say that my missus sent me a picture of her partner?
No, my sister sent me a picture of her partner.
Oh, I swear you said you missus. Like, what's going on here?
That would have been an interesting
Yeah.
setup,
Would have been
wouldn't it?
Yeah, it
interesting.
would have been.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Would have
yeah.
been.
I think, to be fair, though, one crazy situation we had when we was in the car, and it was we were going to meet you at Nottingham, and they absolutely slammed it down the neck.
Yeah.
Aquaplaning everywhere.
Yeah. We had a couple of them come back from Hull, didn't we? On the just the other side of the bridge, and is it A15 the other side of the bridge?
Yeah, you can't see.
And the rain
Yeah.
was so bad you can't see a thing in front
People
of you.
slow down, and some people pulling over on the motorway.
Yeah.
But I was driving on the motorway a couple of years ago, and I was just coming up to this van on the left-hand side, and as I was approaching him, I wasn't that close, thankfully, but as I was approaching him, his front wheel just flung off. And he was just riding on his rim.
Scary.
And the front wheel just flung off into the central reservation. He obviously had to pull over, but it was just sparking. Everyone's like, fuck.
I saw one a few months back, driving to go to work, and a lorry's tyre went out. And you know when you heard the big bang, and you think, what the fuck was that? And look around, and this lorry's tyre's fucked, and it's all over the road, and nightmare. I like to think I'm a pretty good driver.
I think I'm a pretty good driver, yeah.
Agreed. Because you do a lot of miles, so you're pretty competent drivers.
Yeah.
My worst occasion, right, was I went to, back when I was a student, went to watch a gig in Manchester. Like, this is how random it is because I want a giggy person, was I? We went to Manchester to watch a gig. It was Paul Gay's gig. And then on the way back, it was pitch black on the motorway, and there was roadworks, and it said sort of, you come off, divert off here.
Yeah.
And I think it increased our detour by about an hour, and we all wanted to get home. So we was all like egging the driver on and was like, fuck it, mate. Just like nip through the cones because nothing will be going on. Like, nothing will be going on. Just fucking go, and then we'll come back out the other end and it'll save us an hour detour. So he was like, no. We was all like, do it. And he did. He fucking slowed right down. Instead of coming off the slip, he nipped in between the cones. So we was heading down this stretch of motorway that was closed off for roadworks, right? And was driving it for like 3 or 4 minutes, and was like, I told you it's bullshit. There was no roadworks, no road anything, right? Anyway, we sort of get 3 or 4 minutes down the road, and you see the orange lights of a work truck, right? And you see it coming up, and you think, oh, fucking hell, all right, just slow down, but like, let's just drive past and see what they do. Anyway, this fucking guy comes running out into the road, workman guy, fucking waving his hands, like risking his own life to stop us. So we move into the middle lane, he moves into the middle lane. I was like, fucking hell, like, was like, no, we're going to have to stop. We're going to have to stop because he's flagged us down, we're being busted here. Anyway, he stops the car, he comes to the guy, and he was like, what the fuck are you lot doing? So we all was like, oh, we didn't know, like, I didn't see any codes or anything. I think we saw the codes, but I think we tried to like fucking offset it. And he was like, honestly, lads, he said, you are about 50 metres away from disaster. He said, come on. So we fucking turned the engine off. He was like, get out the car, I want to show you. And we literally walked another 50 metres, no shit. They dug a drop in the motorway of about 30-foot drop because they were sorting drainage out.
Shit.
And he was the only work van ever. We were 50 metres away from going off a 30-foot drop at 70 mile an hour. 5 of us in a car.
Shit.
That was fucking scary. Because he showed us the drop and we was like, fucking hell. It was proper scary.
That's what you get.
Mental.
That's
what
what
a
you get for
bad
peer
decision.
pressure.
Yeah.
What a bad decision that was.
Yeah.
But like, randomly, you'd be like, you see it, don't you, though, where there's miles and miles of motorway, nothing's happening.
Yeah.
So you think, fucking hell, I could just nip down there. Anyway, you did it as young kids like idiots, mate, and it just it to be the time where they're fucking digging the road up.
So it's important to read signs, kids.
I mean,
read signs.
I've done it.
Don't do that at home, kids.
Yeah.
But even
All
now,
sorts.
I'm driving home from work and like your head's bobbing.
Yeah,
You think, I've only got 10 miles left. I'll just bob all the way home. And sometimes you go, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I've done that a few
dangerous.
times.
I think I did it when we were coming back from...
Don't say that. I was in the car.
No.
Yeah.
No, but that's why I said to you, I think we pulled over for a coffee and stuff on the way back from, could have been like Celtic Manor or somewhere.
Yeah.
And we're coming back, and you know when you're feeling it and you just feel your eyes going, and you're like, and you're trying to stay awake, and you look like a psychopath and sitting there like that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's bad.
Right, guys, I think we're done on episode 3 of No Rules, unless anyone wants to add anything.
No, nothing in particular.
Hope you've enjoyed the random chat. We'll see you again next time. Bye.
Everybody in love, put your hands up.
Do, 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 do.
Put your hands up.